So on top of that, personal impact, like emotionally, personally, financially, how did this affect you as well as the business? I mean, I've watched you guys struggle through, and I know it's been a struggle. Like you do a good job of carrying it and putting on a good face. And
Yeah, no, it was. I'll expand on it some. If you knew me before, you don't know me now. I had to kill the old me and the perception of being tough and all of that to survive this. And this isn't a pitiful me story. I'm blessed that this happened. It forced me to be a better person. But, they came after my family, practically debanked, didn't have access to assets, and I had a big fine to pay. And, I thought that we would have a payment plan that would make sense, but it was that didn't happen, and you need this now. My family that was on accounts, before the diesel industry, before I was into this, I had like a little rental company, right? Like bounce houses you'll get for the kids. So I had stuff like that, rock walls, even sumo suits, which should have brought them. I think I still got them. But even those businesses were brought into play, and it's a nightmare that I wouldn't wish on anyone from. And it was difficult because we had COVID going on as well, right? That feels like it feels like the COVID thing almost didn't happen now, but it very much so happened, right? Like that was crazy, insane times. Peak wokeness. We'll just go ahead and put it like that. That was like peak woke era. And the day that I found out that I was being criminally prosecuted, we were looking at 5+ years in prison, and originally they were coming after me for $40 million. Surprise, I don't have that. That's no surprise. That was a bad day. I went to a meeting. I discovered that. I was completely distraught. I went to my hotel, sat in a chair, and my wife now told me, I don't really remember the day too much, but she told me that I sat in that chair and stared at the wall for 2 hours. And she said, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "No, I just need to process it. We'll figure it out." So about 2 hours, I guess, I stared at the wall, and then I got up and I turned the TV on, and I watched Hurricane Laura come through, and had my cameras pulled up on my phone, and everything I owned that same day got destroyed. Thankfully, my home was still livable, but had holes in it. Holes in the roof was gone. Just nightmares. Just absolute, like, what you would consider a really, really, really bad day. And I was able to we were running with the hurricane. We had crews at the office that was like 100-man search and rescue missions. We were feeding tons of people. Lucas Oil and so many other players, probably some in this room. I know some in this room actually. We're basically made a hub at my facility to where we can try to take care of our little town. So I was so busy on literally trying to survive, right? That I didn't really, I think, mentally process everything that was going on, and especially with COVID and everything. And I was being drugged to DC all the time. It was basically depositions, but I'll call them interrogations. It was the things nightmares are made of.